Hello everyone. That should have worked. I am hoping that worked. Yes, maybe? Question mark? I think this is working. There we go. Alright. Perfect. Alright, let's make sure everything is all set. Sorry, it seems like I'm having a lot of tech issues starting off, so I'm going to make sure that everything is okay. Okay. That looks like it should be good. Okay. Hello, everyone. Sorry about that rough start. Also a little late, trying to make sure everything is squared away. But for the most part, we are all good. Alright, good to see you guys tuning back into the stream. We are back in after our Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday break. Taking care of all the stuffs, but all the stuffs have been taken care of. So now we're back in the game. Alright, as always, if you notice any sort of audio issues, video quality issues, or anything like that, don't forget to be afraid to mention that in chat. I will work on it, and I'll make sure it is good. Oh, wait. I'm hearing issue. There we go. Perfect. Alright. So, welcome back to I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. I Was a Teenage Exocolonist is basically a game where I get to live out the life of a small child. Started at the age of 10. We are all the way up to age 16. We are making friends. We are going through life. We are an exocolonist, so we're trying to colonize this world. And as any, terrible, no good, bad situation, what could go wrong is currently going wrong. We went through famine. We went through pretty much a hostile-ish takeover from another human, ship that came in saying, "Hey, you guys are struggling, and we're soldiers, and we're taking over." And we're like, "Oh, okay." We lost a lot of good people to alien attacks, starvation, all that stuff. So, yeah. But you know what? We're here. It is age 16. We've got crops growing. We've got places to adventure in. And we got friends that we're making along the way. Like real treasure. Alright, so you're also able to give gifts, talk to people. We're going to see if the cool dog kid would like a stick. Can I give you a stick? I can give you a stick. Here is a stick. And he really likes the sticks. We get 2 whole relations for giving him a stick. Haven't figured out what this girl likes, but we're gonna keep on trying. Maybe she likes shiny things. Have a crystal rock. She likes it. It makes sense. Look at her hair. So yeah. Along with that, I'll be reading out, cool voice line story as we go. So our stats are absolute garbo right now, but one of the ways I found to improve that is by going on these adventures. Right? Wait, where's the door? The door is somewhere. Going out on expeditions increases our bravery. So we will do all the cool bravery stuff. Making sure there's nothing else I can pick up. Cool. Yep. Explore nearby gives us +2 bravery, 1 perception, and 1 friendship with Dis. Survey the ridge, though. Ooh. That's neat. That's new. Well, darn it, you know what? We tried to be brave. We tried to be empathetic, but there's some cool stuff in this ridge, and I haven't seen this before, so we're gonna do this. I know, I'm terrible. I get easily distracted, and I want to go for the cool things. Hello. The only way to the wrestling ridge is by glider. Part vehicle, part kite, all adrenaline. You land on the rocky, broken-up spine of the nearest ridge and nearly fall over when you look down at the plummeting slope of the basin below. You are a long way up. Howdy! Also, your username is one of the most like relatable. Vital deprivation. Because I too forget to take care of. Oh, I just totally forgot that. Here, let me get rid of that because that is in the way of some of the stats. Um, just had to do Vase's romance route, and he sucks. I hate him so much. You know, I also detest the man. Just from first impressions, I do not like him. He seems like a jerk. I'm interested. How bad did it go? Alright, Dis and Utopia glide beside you. Whew! Utopia exclaims. You handle that glider like a champ, Dis. You too, Ragashi. You peer down over the slope of the ridge. A lot more exciting than the swamps, right? You two might want to stick together out here. It's dangerous in those ancient convergent domain ruins. Convergent domain? Ruins? You look around, the landscape is like nothing you've ever seen before. Discracked soil, dry, cracked soil gives way to steep cliffs, and what little vegetation here is brittle and sharp. You can feel the dry air wick away moisture on your lips. Wait, what the heck is that? It's a glowing thingy on the ground. I still cannot. Why are there options to flirt with this? I'm guessing 24, 25, maybe 26, or like 16. Like, calm. We're gonna do the glowing thingy on the ground. You pointed out. Utopia gives you a nudge gives a nudge with her foot. Beats me, she says. You unearth the object. It's pulsing with light and warm to the touch. Hold up. Don't go just picking things up. Could be radioactive, you know. Utopia waves her hollow palm crystal over and then checks the interface. Only a little, she concludes. Whatever it is, it looks old, like thousands of years old. We've been digging up glowing gadgets all over this region, but got no clue what they're for. You hang on to that one. Maybe you'll figure it out. Only a little, she concludes. Whatever it is, looks like thousands of years old. Alright, first off, he's basically mentally abused both me and an enemy. Oof, yikes. Cheats on you. And he is... You know, from first impressions of what I have seen of him, I can agree. That is exactly what I thought he would do. And I really hope there's a way to protect an enemy from that, because that's not okay. Because she has fallen head over heels for that man, and it is not good for her. Alright. There's crystal stuff down below. Oh, those? Utopia says, pointing to the crystal formation so densely packed into the ravine that it looks like a sparkling river. More outcroppings of crystals decorate the slopes. They're all over the place. Be careful with them. Not sure if they're animal, vegetable, or mineral. She points off in the distance. There's a big island of them over there, like a glacier. Covers the whole damn place. Might be related to the convergent domain, but we ain't sure yet. Oh, okay. Huh? And what's that? Stone structures in the distance. Well, there are buildings out here. Traces of them, anyway. Maybe 10, 20,000 years old. We sure didn't put them up there. Dis lights up the prospect of doing alien technology, or alien archaeology. We've checked them out, but not thoroughly. Mostly just trying to get a feel for who lived here, and why they ain't here no more. Oh, I fell real hard in that one. Trying to get accents down, and I know she's southern, but ooh boy, did I fall into that one. Based on some glyphs, we've started calling them the Convergent Domain. Whoever they were, they built things to last, Utopia admires. It ain't just arrowheads, cave paintings, and real architecture, machines even. I wish I had more to tell you, Utopia says. Most everything we found just poses new questions. The structures read more organic than anything. So, does that mean their gene tech was super advanced? As for this place, we think it's some kind of solar network for them, she says, squinting up to the two suns. Looking at it from above, you can see these big vines traveling up and down the ridge, like power lines, and there's hardly any life elsewhere. Like, they soaked up all the energy and made it a desert. But what'd they use that energy for? And, if there was civilization so big, so advanced on Vertumna, why can't we find more traces of it? Where are the cities? What were the thumpers for? And what happened to them all? She's right, there are a lot of questions. Maybe you can help find some answers. So, anyways, these ruins are the main things that you need to survey while you're out there, Utopia says. But keep an eye out for anything else weird. Utopia claps the dust off her hands. Well, my job here is done. You're all set, kid. Try not to fall off a cliff. Ends up falling off a cliff, never sees me again. Whole colony is like, Utopia, where are the children? Dis jumps back to his glider too, as usual. He's going to scout ahead and catch up with you later. Ah. An enemy is one of those characters that is, truly like carefree, but also like she how do I say this? I really like her as a character. I would be her friend. In fact, I feel like if anything, she's the one that most closely relates to my personality like 2 years ago. You find your way blocked with a massive wall. No, a hollow pillar, knocked over by lying on its side in the sand. It's absolutely massive. It stretches to your left and right, at least a kilometer in each direction. Though, at some point, it's crumbled enough that you could likely scale over it. Let's check it out. Alright, well, who needs science and engineering when you have brute force? We are a robot, fighter. Alright, we'll do this one. +1 for each unplayed card. This is fine. That's 22, 24. We'll stick with 24. Alright, and we got this. Alright, extra engineering. And tangent, nice. Alright, Dis looks giddy as you follow the pillar to its base. A large pyramid almost entirely lost under the sand. You brush away some of the sand and find out that the pyramid is inscribed on all sides with a picture of, well, wormholes, you think. This pillar must have once stretched up into the sky. Maybe it was some kind of observatory, or sacred building, or just a monument to the wormhole. Mysterious. Alright. Well, I have a perception perk that allows me to, find more. Is it? No, it's biology. That helps me find more collectible stuff, or pickups. I'm not seeing very many pickups over here. You're getting thirsty. You feel your backup canteen, but it's missing. Somehow you lost it since you left this morning, and you're all out of drinking water. Well, that's not good. Let's search for water. We're pretty strong. We can search for water. 70 is a big goal. No! I did not mean to hit that, but you know what? That's fine. It is the problem with using a controller. That is fine. Everything is fine. Alright, we got an extra perception out of that. There's no natural water around, but in your search, it turns up your lost canteen. Wow, that was lucky. It was also lucky that, I still made that after submitting way too early. A beautiful little locust lands on your arm. It calmly washes its face with its forearms and vibrates its wings while cooling off. Oh, poor little guy is all alone. Let's befriend it. Ah. 7. Move this over. Oh, that's a minus. Never mind. We are what you call amazing at all of the strength stuff. You look it up on your holopalm. It's a maskwing, named because of its frightened. Named because when it's frightened, it opens up its wings all the way and flips them forward, making it look like it's grimacing, like a grimacing manticore. Scary. But even scarier is how much they can eat. They usually eat leafy plant matter, but they're not above eating fabric, wood, hair, or even skin. They swarm in dust, and in hot places like the ridge. Well, let's not get eaten by our new friend. You see something out of the corner of your eye and look up from your new friend. Oh, hmm. In the distance, you see a haze above the ground. It's the locusts. Each one bigger than your fist. These insectoids can eat their weight in under an hour. There are millions of them out there, and they'll be here soon. Your buddy takes off to join its friends, and you gotta go. You make it to the glider in time, thankfully. You come back to this place later in the week. What foliage there has now been stripped bare. The only things still standing are the crystals glinting in the sunlight. Well, you probably feel that way because there have been multiple sightings of just mysterious shadow figures, and honestly, it probably would make sense if things are stealing things. I still want to know what this mysterious shadow figure thing is that's following me around. All right, you're walking along a ridge line when your foot knocks some rocks down the slope. You anticipate the familiar clatter as they plunge down the chasm, but realize it's silent, just the wind. You peer down the slope. Nothing's falling. Wait, the rocks you dislodged with your foot are just floating? Neat. You take a step forward and realize you feel lighter too, like you've taken off your mountaineering gear. You take another step forward, and it's a struggle to keep your foot on the ground. With one more step, you realize it's possible to take both feet off the ground. You're floating. You nudge your foot and let the momentum float you forward a few feet, feeling more unearthed by gravity the farther forward you go. The ridgeline is narrow with a steep drop on either side. There's no way around this strange anti gravity field, and if you fall out, you might plummet into the chasm. Onward! We are strong. I am not afraid. We have three bot athlons. Alright. Plus one. Well, not a skill, but that's fine. Move this over. Oh, well, I kind of messed that up, but I also didn't. I got more out of it than a straight would give me. Alright. Nice. I find it interesting that that strategy works. Like, I don't know if I like that from a gameplay perspective, just because if I'm doing a bravery challenge, you'd think that bravery cards or like the speech cards would be better. But honestly, I can just brute force a lot of these things with, you know, toughness, which is interesting. I feel like there should be more of a detriment to using things like toughness for bravery or similar things. All right, you float forward, allowing yourself to rise higher and higher until you're able to swim and tumble through the air with ease. Wow, you're totally weightless. You float over a shiny, lumpy rock juttering up from the spine of the ridge. As you pass over it, you feel gravity gently begin to embrace you again, pulling you back down. Your feet touch the ground again on the other side, and your legs immediately give out. What a rush. You mark the location on your map for other surveyors. Nice. And we take no damage from stress there. Oh, we backtracked. That's fine. We got +5 stress out of that. I'm cool with it. Alright, a precarious natural land bridge drops down sharply on both sides here. You kick a rock over the side, but you don't hear it hit the bottom. Do you cross? Get a cool card? We do. Ooh, that's a good card. But cross the bridge very carefully. Yeah, like that one. Like, there's not really a like requirement to you know, leveling up all of them. I think that's mainly the reason why I kind of ignored all of my speech, just because I could build a successful deck and brute force things with toughness, and biology was for making sure that resources were good in the colony for story reasons. There wasn't really a strong need for all of the bravery stuff, like unless you wanted to help out in the final battles of like every year during Glow. All right, you shuffle across it slowly, examining the cracks and sticking to the solid places. You accidentally send over a few more pebbles, skittering over the edge, and think, better them than me. I love that it has Rex on it. I hate to say it, but that's probably going to be the relationship I pursue this playthrough. All right, you're scaling a huge rock plateau when you're suddenly overcome with an incredible feeling of peace. You've never felt anything like this. You literally feel lighter, like all of your troubles have been lifted away. The feeling is stronger when you touch the rocky surface, and you realize it's radiating from the rock. And Dis is here. Dis is sunning himself at the top of the rock, stripped down to his shirt. He looks up as you He looks up as you shallow falls over him. Oh, as your shadow falls over him. Oh, you found it too, huh? He shades his eyes from the sun and he looks up at you. You feel it, right? Like, you just feel happy here? That's why I haven't told anyone about this place. Not gonna lie, after like seeing a lot of like Dis's personality and everything, I he would be interesting to see the relationship line for. He's a really cool person, and I regret not, you know, trying to do a better friendship early on. So, during my next playthrough, I will absolutely be doing that. All right, that's how they get you, Once they know you love something, they can use it to control you. Who's they? You know, people, the world, life. I like this place because it feels like it's somewhere where I'm just not. I'm not just a cog in a machine, you know? You're going to keep this a secret though, right? I don't want this place dug up and studied. It'll ruin it. People always ruin things, especially researchers. Some things you don't need to understand. You know what? Oh, but you have to trust people, Dis. Oh. You do take a few readings, though, just because. All data is important. You mark down the location, but fudge the coordinates so anyone they send out afterwards will get lost. You wonder if the rock is natural. Animals seem to really like it. As you're taking readings, you watch a swarm of Dorbs moths basking on the rocks as well, just like Dis. Then you lie down on the rock beside Dis, letting the strange magic fill you with an incredible sense of peace, love, and unity for the universe. He seems like a really sweet person. He's cool. Honestly, he reminds me of my fiance a little bit. Not gonna lie. The path ahead is blocked by a field of snaking vines and brambles. They're flowering, enormous happy blossoms swaying in the shimmering heat waves. You push through them, but your holopalm beeps a warning, a radiation warning. But you know what? We know how to neutralize the radiation because we've been through this before. We have got severe radiation poisoning before, so we know how to neutralize this. Jesus, that one was a fun one. Took this plant to the science area in the greenhouse, and I didn't have the engineering to make proper safety gear, so I basically just kept pushing it and ended up with radiation poisoning, like 50 stress. But you know what? I finally got to realize how to safely pass through this area. Good thing you studied this plant earlier, and you know its wily ways. You tickle it just so, and the radioactive flowers close. You push your way through to the other side unharmed. This is a big area. Left or right? There's stuff over there. I want to go get the stuff. Alright, you're trudging along when suddenly you're befuddled by a hot wind. No, like a very hot wind. Lethally hot. The ridges are already baking, but all of a sudden it feels like you're trapped in a nuclear reactor. Your skin dries out and your lips begin to crack. No, my perception is not the best. We will turn around and find another way. Ooh, why are you lagging so badly? I will take a break soon and be able to fix that soon, hopefully. Alright, the flies here are awful. They come out in the heat of the day and buzz around you incessantly. They don't bite, but they seem to want something from you. Maybe the water or salt from your sweat. You hope they aren't laying eggs. Dis calls the most annoying ones rod flies because they're like long flexible sticks with a bunch of wings. They swarm in clouds around your face. No matter how hard you try to shoo them away, he says they remind him of they remind him of Mars. I believe that. But there are other ones too. Like the ones that's just a big eyeball with a couple of pairs of little wings. They make a loud buzzing sound and are always just out of reach when you try to swat them away. Actually, I might be able to fix it now. Close that and that. We'll see if that fixed it. That should make things a little bit better. Alright, today your personal nemesis is one of these eye flies. There are a whole bunch of them earlier, but only one has persisted. It's been following you, staring at you all morning. You and Dis have been batting at it for an hour, but it's a fast dodger. Finally, Dis has given up and just... No. Dis finally has given up and just plods away. It even lands on his head, but he doesn't care. Swat the eye fly. It's landed on his head, which means that we can totally smack it now. Card becomes a 3? Oof, good thing we had crawling. That's rough. I was about to put my 10 there. And 3. Trying to figure out why that's plus 6. But you know what? I'm okay with it. Alright, and then boop, boop. Ah. And we got super goal, which means we get bonus perception. Yep, that worked. The eye fly is like the size of a human eyeball and made of concentric rings of rainbow hues: black, yellow, green, blue, and purple. You find yourself staring right back at it. You wonder if the rings have something to do with light refraction, and you let it land on your arm. Then you strike. Haha! Got it! Squashed. 10 minutes later, there's a new fly following you. Oh. Well, alright. Thanks, I guess. Ooh, I still get the flower thing. Can we avoid whatever the terrible dehydrating heat was? Ah, alien device. Wonder if we get to study these alien devices. I hope so. Let's push downward. Whatever happens, we're not going to be able to explore all of this today. Or not today, but like this month. So, let's push upwards into the cool crystals. Utopia has sent you and Dis to study one of the large crystal outcroppings. Up close, you can't help but get the sense that they're alive somehow, and they're angular and hard to touch. They have some sort of sponginess and warmth to them that is a little disconcerting. They emit a humming noise. Dis pokes one with his finger. Weird. It's almost like they're breathing. Card becomes 3. Game, why do you hate me? So rude. Alright, we'll do 1, 6. No. We'll put 6 here. Put the 1 in the 3 slot. And just like that. Victorious. Alright, you notice that they hum the loudest at midday, under full sun. The few crystals that have grown under shaded outcroppings are less vibrant than the others. They kind of look like convergent domain tech, don't they? It says. Like the organic obsidian, or the crystals embedded in the ruins. Let's try blocking the crystal's sun. On a hunch, you cover up one with ferns. After an hour, it stops vibrating. Something deep inside it has gone dormant. The crystal turns clear, like the ones that were shadowed naturally. When you remove the fronds, its color returns. So it's like photosynthesis, Dis exclaims. But it's not a plant, right? Let's try uprooting one. They do indeed have roots, and they're really tough. You dig around the base of one and expose them so you can see. They are made of the same glass, but rough and frosted, and warm. And warmer than the surrounding soil. The roots go down deeper than you can dig. You won't be able to remove one without breaking it. Should we try breaking it? We should try breaking it. For science, we have to try all of the options. You wiggle one of the crystals like a loose tooth. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Ooh, boom. It's fine. We were maxed out on stress anyways. You're thrown by the explosion. When the crystal settles, you brush off some of the shards of warm crystal. You realize that some of the nearby crystals have also exploded. Are they connected underground? Oh wow, we basically just destroyed an entire network. Yes, I know a mycorrhizal network when I see one, Dis exclaims. They're alive, like fungus, but also kind of artificial, like the convergent domain's buildings. I bet they were used to harvest energy from sunlight, like living solar panels. I wonder if they're growing wild this whole time, or if they're still powering something. Wait, are you okay? We're okay. You dust yourself off and scribble excitedly in your survey notes. This is an important scientific discovery. You're too worn out now and you have to go home. Learning through pain. +3 engineering. Let's go. The sun rises again after glow, heralding a new year. It's your 16th birthday. You wake in the new quarters, blinking into the watery sunlight. Dust motes float through the air, and you take a moment to enjoy the perfection of your bed while you listen to the sounds of the colony waking up outside. So much has happened in 1 year. Just a few short months ago, you thought your life was over, and now it's better than ever. There's plenty of food, and the colony is safe. You even have your own bedroom. You're considering snoozing until your dad wakes up. Then, your reverie is interrupted by someone banging enthusiastically at the door. It's Cal! Happy birthday, he exclaims, giving you a big hug. I wanted to be the first person to say that. Oh, you're not gonna say anything else? Okay. Did you want to say anything else for birthday, question mark? Nope. What can I give him? Can I give you a yellow flower? He was okay with yellow flower. That's fine. I do need a break soon. Mars, hello. I found something you might like. It's a flower. Alright, well, you know what? Okay. Hello, lady. It is too soon to give you another gift. Hugs incoming. Ah. We will max out his friendship. Anybody over there? Nope. I bet I can give this little blue thing. Hello, angry kid. I don't have anything for you because I don't like you, and I don't plan to like you. You spot an enemy talking to Vase. Oof. Please don't do that, honey. Don't do that. That's bad for you. Here, eat food instead. Oh. Well, she was not interested. Here, have a yellow flower, I think. Do you like yellow flower? You do like yellow flower. You're more beautiful than any flower. Oof. I suppose this might be of scientific interest, Tang says, analyzing the flower. She pulls a petal off and looks at it. Yes, I'll have to look at this under a microscope. I hope you find it useful. But we can give this alien technology to Dis, and he'd be like, bro, that's so cool. What? Hello, you have a speech bubble now. You find Rex in an empty space outside the lounge, setting up a construction holoprojector and running through different projections of future buildings, taking notes on each. He looks up from his holopalm as you approach and bursts into with a huge smile. Well, hey, Rigashi! What's going on? Rex jerks a thumb at his chest. You're looking at the newest member of the colony construction crew. I'm surveying the colony for places to build a new private family quarters. People are going to want to raise families here soon. Isn't that real? Why the construction crew? What's not to like? I get to be outside almost all day, I get to make something great, and hey, have you seen the bods on the rest of the construction crew? Ah, woo! Besides, he continues, I think I kind of got an idea of what I want to contribute to the colony. I want to build a bar, a real one, not just a canteen. Nice decor, a space for live music, cushions everywhere, fun drinks. Mars has been helping me with the details. He sighs dreamily. Can you imagine? A place where the whole point is just to relax and be with your friends. That sounds like a fantastic idea. I think so too, Rex says, spreading his hands wide. People need leisure time. We need time to connect with other humans. We're social creatures. We need our packs. Man is such a dog. Honestly, an enemy no. Hi-yo! Mr. Panda Master, it's so good to see you. Alright. All I want to do is help people connect with other people. You know? I love building things. I love cooking things. I love making people happy. Coming together to create something is why we're alive. He gestures around. And I don't mean buildings. I mean, they're alright, but what I'm really into is everything that goes into making a building. Is it the sticks? Do you like the sticks, kid? Are you making wood buildings so you can play with the sticks? It's more than just walls and a ceiling. It's an agreement between people that we're gonna form a society. This kid's really cool. I like this kid a lot. Alright, that we're gonna cooperate to make something bigger than ourselves. And then we're gonna meet there in peace. Alright, this, if anything, this kid is, like 100% my personality. Rex shakes his head, clearing his thoughts. Sorry, I'm just really passionate about this stuff, he laughs. This and hugs. We humans also really good at hugs. Rex rubs his thumb across his chin, thinking, hey, actually, can you help me? Can you bring me mushwood sticks or logs you find? I want to start stockpiling them. So when I get approval to start building the bar, we're good to go. Of course I will. Oof, oof, oof. Shouldn't you fetch the sticks for me? No, of course I will. But also, I can't. I wish I could have seen that action without actually having to commit to it. Rex bounces his heels and launches into a huge hug. Thank you! I really appreciate it. If you find any, just bring them to me. We're going to relax in the lounge. Oh, we could help in the kitchens. That's right. That's how we get creativity and empathy. And we honestly have, enough to do one round without being overly stressed. Let's do it. We'll do this, and then we will relax in the lounge. With every shift in the kitchen, you think of your mom. She died so that you could have this food. You'll never forget that sacrifice. Oof. I wasn't ready for that line, but alright. Alright, +4 creativity and 2 empathy. And we are hella stressed out now, and must rest this month. Luckily, Cal came in. He gave us nice birthday wishes so that we could cook in the kitchen one more month without having to rest. Alright, Anybody to talk to? Nope. Mars? Nope. Alright, should I hang on to these alien devices, or should I give them to Dis as gifts? Because, like, I want to hold on to them, because they might be useful later. I might need them for something. But at the same time, I know he likes cool alien technology. Alright, relax in the lounge. Yep, for sure. You nestle in the cushions, close your eyes, and listen to music. You have an archive of over 100 years of music to choose from. But still, you wonder what new songs they're writing these days. 10 million light years away on Earth? The only new music you've heard is when the adults have come up with new space shanty. It's nice, good music, for harmonizing with your friends as you work, but it's not really something you want in your ears all the time. Gifts for Dis! Alright, we will give gifts. I don't want to forget either of these. They are both really good cards. I was really hoping for a way that I can just buy cards away. Like, if I don't want cards, just buy them and be like, here, I will pay money to get rid of these. Visit the supply depot. Anything I buy? Nope. Nothing. Alright, gift for Dis. Gift for Dis it is. Hello, Kit Dis. Does this interest you? A strange device. Here you go. He likes strange devices. Whoa, he says. Is this... Where did you find this? You were literally standing next to me when we found this. It looks like some kind of alien artifact. It's gotta be. But... Hello, Stick Kid. Mr. Rex. You're standing around gossiping with Rex when he suddenly goes quiet. You turn to see a group of teenage soldiers from the Helio staring back at you from across the courtyard, scowling in Darrison. Don't pay attention to them, Rex mutters, turning back to you. If they know that you can get if they know they can get under your skin, they'll never leave you alone. Trust me. It's just better to smile. Hugs incoming. Wait, I wasn't done. I have more thing for you. I got you a present. It is a stick. Ah, he loves sticks. And +1 to Rex's construction project. Whoa, you remembered my birthday. Oh, I didn't remember your birthday, but I'm so glad it was your birthday. That's usually how life works. Just pay Dr. Instance to erase memories. How do I do that? I haven't seen that. You remembered my birthday and brought me the perfect thing to help build my bar. It's true. Hello. I don't know what you like. Haha. Nope. Am I missing something that I can, like, actually pay to remove cards now? Because if so, I'm going to be upset with myself that I didn't realize this sooner. Apply at the robotics lab. Neat. I didn't realize I could do this, but let's do that. You enter the robotics lab. Watch out! Congruence shouts from the room speakers just as another weird little robot of unknown purpose comes scurrying towards you from across the room. It's a zigzagging erratically, and it looks like it's trying to make for the door that you just opened. Well, let's fix the robot. Oh, Ragashi, thank you, Congruence says, wheeling in her portable screen. I was running diagnostics on the little fellows when it broke away and made a run for it. I really need somebody to be my hands here, she continues. Everything used to be easier with Hal around. I miss him. Congruence doesn't need to clear her throat, but you get the distinct impression she's simulating it anyway. If you want to come help me in the robotics lab, just come down anytime. Nice. Alright. You'd think if you got high enough engineering, you'd be able to do stuff like pay to erase memories. That seems like a hint. Here, I got something for you. Eat the fruit. Oh, I thought you liked eating the fruit. Who likes eating the fruit? Is it Cal? Do you like eating fruit? My bad. Here, have fruit. Aha, he does like eating the fruit. My bad. Alright, cool. Well, we are topped up on anti-stress, so that's good. Oh. One more. Alright, neat. He just lets me do all of the hugs. Alright, back to surveying the ridge. 7 events remain, 6 collectibles remain, a boss event remaining. Okay, I wasn't ready to see that. There's a boss event. Alright. Survey the ridge. It's true. See, you'd think that with all of my strength, I can just hit really hard and forget the memories. It does not work like that, apparently. I cannot just hit the memories away. I can't just go to the gym and forget. You know, that's a life lesson right there. You can't hit things to remove their memory. Remember, kids. Oh, wait, right, that door was closed. Alright, so not gonna lie, I'm a little intimidated by the word boss event. Another yellow flower. Oh, alright, there was nothing else over here. Sag. Okay. Honestly, since when do you let children play with boss events? The sun goes behind a cloud, and you feel a light splattering of rain. It sizzled into the dry, hot ground around you, providing a little relief from the heat of the day. Then you realize you don't see a single cloud in the sky ahead of you, and it almost never rains in the western wrestling ridges. The plants here rely on nighttime dew for moisture. Let's look up. Ah, there is a float cow. A herd of float cows are bobbling overhead like air balloons, drifting west of the prevailing winds. You've seen these creatures being milked from the colony's farms. During migration season, their helium sacs swell to make them lighter than air so they can safely travel distances. You also heard what they use for ballast. That wasn't rain at all. It was float cow piss. Thanks, game. My favorite. Oof. Oh no. You try to dodge another shower, but it splatters down on you, soaking your head and shoulders. Ew, gross. At least the heat makes it evaporate quickly. First of all, you floating cow. Rude. Honestly, the words boss event is enough clue that Utopia isn't actually keeping an eye on us. I mean, I pretty much figured that was the case to begin with. Like, she's straight up just like, all right, you guys go head off into the cavern, get on your gliders, go fly around for a bit, do whatever you want to. I'll just tell your families that you're doing great. Oh, but I want to know what's over here. Darn my curiosity. I feel like I'm wasting stress, but I need to know. Alright, you're treated at a spectacular sight, a fully grown dilly pillar way off in the distance. Its thousands of legs and kilometers of shimmering body snaking in and out of the haze at the bottom of the chasm. You know, I probably need to check up on Socks. Socks the dilly pillar. You watch. It's terrifying. It's like a train. Let's take some readings. It's so far away, but you record its movements and coordinate movement coordinates and take a video for Utopia. We are natural-born animal scientists, biology, all that cool stuff. We must take the readings. You come across a particularly flat area, a large field of obsidian. Well, obsidian is the only word you have for it, but you've never seen obsidian this bright. I'm guessing that's supposed to be seen. Obsidian this bright. It's like a rainbow trapped underneath a glossy black surface. Like the entire ground here is polished black opal. The field glints under the sun at certain angles, momentarily blinding you. It looks slippery and shiny. We're gonna skate on through it because we want that bravery. Falls off cliff and dies. What will Utopia tell our families? Alright, that'll work. And then so much strength because we are the strongest. We have massive strong legs. Even if we don't make it, we can jump up. You take off your shoes and glide. Yikes, more stress. You take off your shoes and glide around in your sock feet, and take a tumble, and you get a little bruised. But you have a blast. Woo! Do some science while you're here. You find a patch. Ooh, wait, come back. Engineering, yes. You find a patch that is a little different, and you take some readings. You confirm that the material is not natural. It must have been created by the Convergent Domain. But it's the same stuff they make the thumpers out of, silica, mixed with some trace organic elements. By looking at striations of the cliffs nearby, you determine that the entire region used to be covered in a thick sheet of this dark glass rock. In most places, there is now a layer of soil over it. But if you dig down far enough, you'll probably find this layer everywhere. Like the whole place has been glassed. Your child had a great time skating. Utopia 2023. We could have fallen into the cliff. Utopia would have watched us die and be like, yeah, no, we gotta tell the parents. They had a great time skating. The Convergent Domain must have paved this area to discourage plant life from growing, all except for the crystals, which seem to sprout happily from the obsidian pavement. Nice. They were a great scientist. Hey, Utopia, I saw on the docket for the day, you plan on taking our children to see a boss event? What is a boss event? Fully grown dilly pillars are like massive, slow-moving trains. If one crosses your path, you're in for a long wait. Which is exactly what you're doing. A gargantuan dragon has been slowly lumbering over this ridge for at least half an hour, its body disappearing into the heat haze of the chasm on both sides. It is slowly undulate across the cracked soil, making shushing noises and scattering boulders in its wake. We're going to climb up on its back, because we're brave. The creature is moving more than slowly enough for you to climb up. Using its large, soft spikes as handholds, it's going to take hours to get anywhere. Interesting. But from up on its back, you can see further. Also, there are other creatures up here. You've climbed up right next to a cluster of dorm moths, heads tucked under their wings like they're sleeping. And, in the other direction, they've even a bush bob. Or rather, it looks like a pile of rocks and some twigs. Wait and see where it's going. Oh, centimeter by centimeter, the Goliath makes its way onto the chasm. You feel the air grow thicker and less hospitable, until sheer density of the heat and drought make you feel genuinely concerned for your safety. You climb up the creature's back, segment by segment, until you're back on top of the ridge, and then you drop down on the other side. Whew, scary. She swears she was watching the kids. She watched them skate right off the cliff. I would trust Utopia with my kids. What are you talking about? Oh, is this the boss event game? Is this... Am I a... Hey, Utopia! Hey, Utopia, look! Look, Utopia! Expeditions have been collecting energy readings from this area, tracing the invisible ley lines of power, like the one from the thumper that brought you here in the first place. They've pointed you to this cave, a nexus of power at the convergence of many lines. You can feel the energy is different here, like a barely perceivable hum that prickles up your back of your neck, like something is watching you. See, Utopia is watching us. Good for her. It's likely this was some sort of important. It's likely this is some sort of important place for the convergent domain, Utopia says, leaning on her glider. I've sent teams through, but it gets mighty tight in there. I'm hoping you and Dis might have better luck wiggling in there. Might be up the cave. Might be the caves inside up again. And if they do, take plenty of readings and report back to me. All right, you kids go have fun. Dis is vibrating beside you, nearly on the same frequency as the weird power fluctuations. This is the real deal, he whispers, mostly to himself. Utopia nods and leaves it to you. What's the plan? Prep your caving equipment. We should definitely prep our caving equipment. This time, you get headlamps and a little recording drone with a floodlight attachment. A tiny buzzing flying thing that circles around your head and sometimes illuminates what you want to look at. It's intelligent, which just means that it won't do what you want. Just bats at it in annoyance. Nice. Utopia also left you an anti-gravity belt with the warning to practice extreme caution while spelunking down there. Now you kids, you be safe. They make you lighter so you can climb more easily and won't hurt yourself. I wonder if we didn't, prep the cave stuff, what would have happened. Alright. Ooh, we got perception. That's good. Utopia watched the children interact with the boss event in a place they probably shouldn't be. Should I stop this? Nah, Utopia didn't stop it. Sure, Utopia sends the small, weak kids into the weird cave. I'm sure they'll make it back. She's not even watching them. That's the best part. It's just like, all right, you guys got this. 16-year-olds, you got this. The narrow entrance leads to a bigger room that animals have clearly used as a den. It's enormous with glowing mushrooms on the wall and pile of bones in some crevices. Ooh boy. In some places, the walls are made of iridescent convergent domain obsidian. This was once a great hall a millennia ago. You can feel a cool breeze coming from somewhere, but it'll be tricky to find in the dark. Let's find a way deeper. We have good perception. Alright, we'll just throw this here. Stress is indeed over 50, so we're going to throw that down. Nah, we're just going to change it to... We'll do a 3 here. And then we'll do doing paperwork, because we have 3 unused cards. 87, that's a big goal. Alright, we may have to use items here. That works. Alright, next round. Okay, we got this. We set that there. Aha, we negate the negative. And then a 3. Can I get super gold? That's the question. I don't think I can, which is sad, but that's fine. Ooh, that's not good. Alright, this will be fine. I don't want to use a mushwood log because that's going to build my bar. No. Do that here. Wait, come back. I want the super goals because I want the extra points. How did I screwed that up, didn't I? Come on. All of the flowers. Still didn't do it? There we go. Jeezers. Alright, finally got there. We used way more cards than I thought I was going to, but that's fine. Extra perception. You find the source of the breeze by tossing some fine sands into the air and watching which way the dust blows. It's a very thick, tight crack. Oh, sorry, it's a very tight crack. Good thing you and Dis are so small. Oh, that's why Utopia didn't follow us, because they were going to be tight crevices. Here, you children, you fit in those tiny little holes over there. Go off on your own. Good thing you and Dis are so small. You squeeze through and have to shimmy along on your bellies for about 10 meters, pushing your gear ahead of you. It's uncomfortable, but Dis's excitement draws you on. Nice. Past the crack, there are fewer signs of animals. The walls are smooth, grown obsidian, which has kind of melted down an oil slick look. There are deeply carved glyphs on the walls at various intersections, like room designations or street names. You wonder. And other kinds of basins, alcoves, grown into the rock, full of odd protrusions, all ancient and worn and inexplicable now. It feels homely. You come to realize the convergent domain must have lived underground. That's why there are so few ruins on the surface. As you follow the cave complex down, it's clear this used to be a well-traveled path. The corridors branching off the other places are now blocked off, as a big earthquake had rattled this whole area. The only this one main path is still clear. It's too convenient to be a coincidence. Perfect. All right. So before we get into that, I want to take a quick pause. We will take a break. And I will be right back. I know, right? A cliffhanger. Hooah. Alright, we're back. Let us pay attention to our footing. Alright, the floor cave slopes downward like a slide, and it's quite slippery. Luckily, we've got good perception. Oh no, not stress. Stop stressing. You follow the cave system down, down, down. All the way what must be the bottom of the cliffs. You have to climb down 3-story wall in the last section. And are grateful to your anti-gravity belt for making it easy. You're still tired though. You can see dim light below. Daylight? You emerge into a hidden valley. Does it have ranch dressing in it? You emerge into a hidden valley, totally surrounded by tall cliffs. Did you come down all that way? You're surrounded by the ruins of the Convergent Domain buildings. In much better condition than the windswept ones on the surface. It's perfectly still here, and as quiet as space itself. What was this? Some sort of converger facility? And it feels so familiar. You remember this place from your dreams, and feel a throbbing sense of importance that this is a bit unnerving. Something momentous happened to you here, or will happen to you someday. You poke around a little, then call Utopia and give her your coordinates. She swings down her glider, with extra ones for you and Dist tethered behind it. You're happy you won't have to climb all the way back up. Great finds, kids! Oh, okay, Utopia did show up. Okay. First of all, how did you... Alright, that's fine. Let's make the kids crawl through the little cave, and then we'll just come along on our glider to come save the day. She whistles. Great find, kids. This place didn't show up on any of our aerial scans. Took me a while to find the route in. You look bushed, she says. I'll stick around, get some readings, but you head back onto the depot and get some rest. Don't worry, we aren't going to push on without you. Yes, let's keep exploring. Neat. Okay. So are we... You should go home soon, but can I go back here? No, we gotta keep exploring. Lame. I got excited. I thought this was the boss event. Utopia, how dare you? Alright. You investigate a weird squeaking noise, eventually following it to the source. A whole swarm of bounce weasels are gathering on the cliff above you. You watch as they throw their tiny bodies off the edge, plummeting past you and out of sight. They scream and screech in excitement. Okay. Weird. We don't want that card. That card looks terrible. So let's film it from a distance. In your best wildlife documentary voice, you note that some of the bounce... Gotta channel my inner David Attenborough here. You note that the bounce weevils are probably killing themselves off so that the rest of their tribe will have a better chance of survival. Or maybe they're migrating and made a mistake, and now they're plunging to their certain deaths. Such a tragedy. You are totally just making this up, but it sounds good. At any rate, you get a great recording of the hideous screeches of the animals give as they leap off the cliff. Like miniature battle cries, they send shivers up your spine. You're happy to record it from way, way back here. You're too worn out and tired to continue. We must go home. If anybody watches, like, David Attenborough, like, animal documentaries, oh my god, they're so good. Alright, you're woken by the buzzing of your holopalm. It's a colony-wide alert. You rub your eyes and ponder the thickness of the air seeping into your bedroom through the open... Oh, it's pollen season. No! It's an ominous but beautiful sight. The seasonal pale pink haze has turned a deep fuchsia, with scintillating silver sparkles floating through it. The shimmer! You check your holopalm message. There's a colony-wide notice telling you to stay put. Alright, well, I will, stay put? You seal the doorway and windows tightly, then play holo games to keep distracted. It's kind of relaxing, actually. The light filtering through the fuchsia fog does interesting things to the ambience of your room. Around dinner time, you hear Chief Engineer Instance. Your dad was outside tending the farm when the fog rolled in, and ignored the orders to shelter in. Dad, no, stop it. They found him trying to leave through the colony gates. He collapsed and has been rushed to the med bay. He was trying to leave? Gosh darn it, Dad. When they finally led you in to see him, your dad is lying in a med bed, asleep. He's almost unrecognizable. The shimmer is all over him, and the skin is glittery and strangely lumpy. It's like something's growing out of it. Something is growing out of him, you realize as you see Instance carefully scrape what looks like fungus from his shoulder. She places it on a petri dish and hands it to Tangent. There are tiny fungal growths all over him. When one poking from the corner of his mouth, you watch with disgust as a thin trickle of glittering pink dust leaves off the tip and disperses into the air. The bounce weasels are going to war. Tang places the sample from your dad under an analyzer and turns it on. I'm sorry, Ragashi. We were close. No. No. My dad. He was my favorite character. No. I. Oof. I didn't think it was gonna be that bad, but apparently it was really, really bad. You spend most of next month in your quarters. Oh. Mid pollen. They hold a funeral for your father. You're becoming an old hand. We are officially becoming an orphan. It's true. To be honest, I didn't think that that's where that was going. I just thought he was going to be lying in the med bed, asleep, and like it's full of like fungus and stuff. I thought he was slowly turning into like one of those zombie creatures, like for like the clickers. That's why he started wandering off, and then next thing I know, hey, so turns out he's dead. And I was like, oh, oh. First Tammy, then her father, Uncle Tonin, and then your mother, and Com, and everyone else who died in the attack. It feels like your own mother's funeral was only weeks ago. So colossally unfair. No one quite. Jesus, childhood drama simulator. No one quite knows what to say to you, though. Though they grieve along with you, it doesn't make it any easier. Gosh darn it, Dad! Why couldn't you just sit still? Auntie Seton and all the other adults of the colony will always be here for you, but you guess you're an orphan now. You miss your dad and you miss your mom too. Mostly, you just sleep. One morning, Chief Engineer Instance asks you to visit her in the medbay. You go because you don't have the energy to say no. I have to tell you something. I have to tell you something delicate about your father's condition, Ragashi. She begins, folding her hands on her desk. I hope this information will give you some comfort. After your father's death, we continued the research on the shimmer. She continues, her voice even and natural. Being able to study this disease in its terminal phase and beyond was the missing piece. We now know how to prevent shimmer from taking hold in human cells, she says, her faint smile not quite reaching her eyes. With cultures grown from your father's cell lineage, everyone on the colony can be inoculated against the shimmer. Thanks to your father, we have a cure. I mean, be happy, but at the same time, gosh darn. Be numb. It's okay to feel that way, Instance tells you, with uncharacteristic kindness that you feel kind of comforting. Grief is different for everyone. If you need more time off, rest. Nobody will mind. Yeah, we're gonna keep resting. You spend the month writing a prodigious amount of poetry, deleting it almost as soon as you're done. It makes you feel a little better to be able to express your feelings. Yeah, mom and dad saving lives even after they're gone. Like they were great. That's why I wanted to do biology so much. Was just oh yeah, getting rid of acing a test will be great. Goodbye. That's why I kind of like dived hard into biology and toughness because working in the greenhouse was so cool. They had good voice lines, they were enjoyable, and they were doing important work. So that was one of the major reasons why I did that. And yeah, oof. Goodbye, Mama and Papa. Rex's ears droop in sadness. Listen, I'm sorry about your dad. He seems like a really great guy. Oh, I can't even like dialogue option with anybody. Mars breezes over and gives you a kiss on the cheek. I'm sorry about your dad, she says, holding you at arm's length. If I can do anything, please don't hesitate to ask, she continues. I'll move heaven and earth for you, darling. Well, figuratively, you know. Nomi fishes something out of their pockets and hands it to you, a rumpled white origami crane. Um, sorry about your dad, they stumble. He seemed like a pretty cool guy. Ah, it's fine, guys. See, look, I've already dealt with the grief. Hey, I could really use one of your dad's hugs right now, you know? Same. Yeah, we gotta talk to them all. They all have a... Tangent looks about ready to collapse. I'm sorry about your dad. We tried so hard. So hard. She repeats to herself as you're not even there. Yeah, I feel like Tangent is taking this a lot harder. Not harder than our kid, but Tangent is probably, out of everybody on the colony, taken it the hardest, because she worked on this project. She wanted this project to succeed. Wonder what the bully kid says about this. Sorry about your dad, he says. He seemed like a good guy. You really lucked out. Oh, okay. He actually was, not an asshole. An enemy nods at you as you approach. Sorry about your dad, she says with a sympathetic but slightly distant smile. He was cool. He was cool. Dis shifts uncomfortably from foot to foot. Um, sorry about your dad. He looks out towards the wilderness. The pollen's really thick in the Valley of Vertigo, too, he adds. Sometimes people in expeditions would get kind of weird about it. Guess that's not gonna happen anymore, now that they figured out the shimmer. Yeah. Well, can I do the boss event now? No, I can't. Why? You are mourning the loss of a loved one. Understandable. Well, what do we do then? I guess we could definitely do engineering stuff. Ooh, a log. Let's go. Do we help in this area? Nah. Nah, we're all good on the farm. The farm is pretty good. I say we do engineering stuff. Robotics. Repair robots. And we get creativity out of this. Nice. We were lacking in creativity, so this is good. Alright. Oh my goodness. This is locked? Game. That's rude. Oh wait. That doesn't really matter. Okay. Nice. Super cool. 5 engineering. That's amazing. Super goal, challenge 1, in mourning status. Oh, we lost a thing. That's fine. Creativity, -1. That's fine. We're good. We're good. We're just going to keep our engineering. We're going to get that engineering up, I'd say. Alright, we're no longer mourning the loss of a loved one, so does that mean we can give things to people? Hello, Rex. Yeah, I need hug. Okay, thanks. And also, here, have a stick. I have a present for you. Here's a stick. Yes, +1 to Rex's construction project. He beams with happiness as you hand over the mushwood. Wait, really? Really? He exclaims. I need this for building the bar. Thank you so much. Nothing a dog loves more than sticks, right? Honestly, just the smiling, relaxed icon in the top corner was an interesting thing to have there while in mourning status. Like, hey guys, how you doing? I'm mourning the loss of my dad. That's called deflection, sweetheart. It's okay to feel emotions. Don't touch me, Mars orders, raising her hand in the air. I just did my nails, and if you mess them up, I am going to scream until the adults come and throw you into space jail for crimes against sophistication. Okay. Hello. Heads up! You barely manage to cover her as water arcs over your head. You look around, and Cal waves sheepishly in the garden, with the hose on the other hand. He's surrounded by kids who are hooting and cheering for him to turn the hose on them again. Sorry, guess it got away from me. It's okay. Here, have food. Haha. We give him food. And more mushwood log. Alright. So it is a new season. Can we discover anything out there? Have an alien device. Okay, if we survey the ridge again, does that mean we can actually do the event? New boss event spawned. Alright. Are we ready for this? Or do we want our engineering up? Because I feel like this boss event relies on engineering, since it seems like these robotic things... it'll be fine. It'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. Survey the ridge. Let's go! To the boss event. Our father passed away, so we must take out all of our emotions and frustrations on the random boss event. This boss doesn't stand a chance. We are hyped up, ready to go. This boss is going down. I am yelling timber. I believe it was this one? Yeah, this is the last event. You're trudging along when suddenly you are buffed by a hot wind. Oh, my perception's not good enough. That's fine. Not interested. I feel like that's only going to cause stress. Boss event. Boss event. Jeez, it is a long walk to the boss event. Utopia has given you clearance to poke around the ruins in the secret valley. Stars in this place is neat. Dis thinks so too. At least we didn't have to climb back down again, he mutters, but you can tell he's excited. The buildings are arranged in a spiral formation around the central point. They are made of that oil-slick obsidian, something that looks pretty petrified, looks like petrified bone, and have parts missing where some or other organic materials has long since rotted away. It's all overgrown, with vines and buried in shifting sand. You follow the spokes of the streets until you approach the center of the valley, where a large pyramid-shaped building sits surrounded by thumpers and a variety of other small buildings. Let us check out the pyramid. You walk around the massive pyramid, but you don't see any entrances to it. It's sealed tight. It vibrates with significance and looms hugely in the dream memories. You feel faint just because you're just for being close to it, but Dis doesn't seem to feel anything. When he insists you give up and investigate something else, you don't complain. So whatever is going on in our brain memories when we went through that wormhole has something to do with that pyramid. The four thumpers are in careful alignment, forming a square with wide paths between them and the pyramid in the center. One is almost totally reduced to rubble. None are still active. Investigate the other buildings. Smaller, more deteriorated pyramid buildings dot around the valley. Purpose unknown. And there are also dozens of little obelisks, a couple meters wide with a circular design on one side. You approach a random one of these on the edge of the valley. You lean on one of the round designs, and the iris dilates open. Sections grinding back in the world's rustiest automated door. Ooh, bravery challenge. Ooh, wait a second. Give me a second. Why are you like that again? Okay, you should be fine. Hopefully. Computer is not liking this for some reason today. Probably have too many things running in the background that I need to fix. Alright. You can hear a faint hum. Is it still powered? Let's bravely walk inside. Alright. Boss battle, let's go. Alright. Not the best. So that drops that down a little bit. Sets neighbors to this value, eh? We could use this in a later round. Not my favorite, but let's do it. Alright, that's better. 7, 7, 6, 6. Much better. And lastly, all cards under 2 become 2. Let's go 9. 6 for every other strength card. There we go. No. No, 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 no. Go away. Over there. That's fine. There we go. Last one, bravery. Hey, we got a bravery perk. Let's go. You walk in, just close behind, and suddenly the iris closes. The floor lurches, and you're moving down an elevator. The elevator squeals, and again, where is Utopia? An imposing way. Alright, the elevator squeals and grinds away like it has been used in literally thousands of years. Like it hasn't been used in literally thousands of years. It doesn't go far, then grinds to a halt, and then the iris opens to reveal a large room with obsidian walls. Like all convergent domain spaces, it's more cave than room, with stalactites everywhere and giant lumpy mounds of fungus. You wonder if the obsidian stuff they built with melts over time, running and dripping in extreme slow motion. There are consoles on all the walls, like this is some kind of control room maybe. Most of it is long, dark, and covered with a thick layer of dust, except one device with two weird bony knobby sticks poking out of it. We're absolutely gonna touch stuff at random. You poke at the thing and grab sticks at random until suddenly you cease to be yourself, like a visual, audio, and weirdly tactile representation of something vast. You have the feeling of being in a large and complex space, like you are the space, a digital space, like a computer system, as if you were sucked inside a 3D representation of the HoloNet, and you could see files and processes of the whole worlds of data, but in alien formats that speak to you more in sensation than logic. You let go of the sticks, and the console room comes back. You grab them again, and an understanding fills your head. It feels not at all that different from the bouts of deja vu remembering. Like, of memories being inserted into your mind, and then suddenly you just know how to use this interface. Ah! You just think that where you want to go, or what you want to know, and you go, and away you go. Neat. The word array comes to mind, a network of computers hosting millions of data nodes, information on every part of the planet, from weather to soil conditions to individual creatures. Not just computers, but entities that feel intelligent, and also digital, artificial consciousnesses, like your ship's AI, congruence. They're processing all that data and triggering subroutines to make minute changes on that planet's surface. Then a booming voice enters your brain and obliterates all else, speaking more in abstract thought than words, but loud. What are you doing in Wormhole Observatory Array Console 5, you nosy little creature? Oh. Then an explosion in your head and you're thrown backwards out of the array. There must have also been an explosion in your hands, which are now singed. The console is blown out and dead. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. You are shaken. Something didn't like you poking around in there, and whether the array is whatever lies in it has been watching you, probably ever since you landed. You tell Dis about the array and the voice saying Wormhole Observatory. He looks around, impressed. The convergent domain was sure up in some shit, he says. And now you know all about the array and how to access it. That could come in very useful if it turns out to be a danger to your colony. Ah, power of weird alien tech inserting memory that aren't ours. Where the heck is Utopia? Honestly, shouldn't she be stopping this or at least knowing what's happening? You decide to call it for the day. Your arms feel all tingly and weak from getting electrocuted, and your heart is still thumping a mile a minute. But you'll be back. Oh, we will be back. Alright. It's Vertumnilia! Oh yeah! In the midst of the colony decorating, hey, let's all celebrate. Hey guys, I had these memories shoved in my nobody wants to hear about that. We're having a festival. Okay. In the midst of the colony decorating and settling out for the food for the feast, you have trouble finding your festive spirit. Oh, you're right. Your dad only has been dead for a few weeks. How could anyone celebrate at a time like this? You gather in the colony square for the usual speeches. Loom takes the stage in fanfare and applause. Hello, people of Vertumna, he exclaims over the din. Happy Vertumnilia. He raises his hands to call for silence. Before we celebrate, I want to recognize those we lost in this year. Head of Geoponics Geranium, and Surveyor Imbroglio. The crowd goes silent for a minute. Your vision blurs with tears. How is this supposed to make you feel better now that he's gone? Yeah, Utopia should have been there saying, no. Too dangerous. Dangerous console is bad. Don't touch. Don't touch weird alien stuff. No touch. No touch. This year has taught us that aliens are more dangerous than we ever knew, Loom continues. It's not just the attacks during the glow. They're weaponizing the very air we breathe. But they won't win. Already, we've discovered how to beat them at their own game. With everyone inoculated against the Shimmer, we're one step closer to dominion over this planet. After the council members each give their annual reports, everyone starts clearing the square to set up for the Vertumnilia games. You feel the pulse of a new holo message on your palm, and you open up to read, Happy Vertumnilia. There's a present for you on the table. XOXO, your secret admirer. You rush over to the feast table and spot a wrapped present among the roasted vegetables. Wow, you have a secret admirer? Ah! You unwrap your present. It's a data band. You snap it on your wrist and boot it up to your hollow palm. It's full of all your favorite songs, videos, shows, and games, a collection curated by someone who must really know you. Now, you'll always have your media with you, even if the net goes down, including all your favorite episodes of The Rise and Fall of Sanctuary Moon. Nice. I feel like that was supposed to be a Sailor Moon reference, but we're gonna let that go. You search the holopalm for any hints as to who could have made it, but you can't find anything. You'll have to ask around. But later, the games are about to begin. You assemble with the other kids for the annual games. What do you choose? Oh no, we can't because our combat's too low. I missed the bot wrestling, man. Alright, we're gonna do another bake-off, because bake-offs were cool. You join Cal in the kitchens. Hey, Ragashi, are you ready for the bake? Or do you ready to get your bake on? This year's theme is multi-layered cakes. You'll be in charge of designing, baking, assembling, and decorating a towering monument to sweet cake and frosting. Oh, Loom is definitely a dictator. Like, the way he came into power was basically, oh, everybody else died, so that means I'm in charge now. And he is absolutely going to find a way to continue trying to be in charge. Organizing. Hard. Not that hard. Boop, boop, boop. 3, 4, and 5. Nice. We're already off to a great start. Every other strength card. +2 to the next card. We're going to go 7. And that one. Who knew that baking cake required so much toughness? Hey look, Bake Off Champion. We're going to be Bake Off Champion again. Because that's how awesome we are. Not only are we Bake Off Champion, but we are Bake Off amazing. We are the Gordon Ramsay of baking. Who's a good baker? I guess, like, what was his name? Cake Boss guy. That guy. Haha. We gained the status popular, and we got Cake Off Champion. Your cake is an architectural marvel, easily in the running for the best thing ever created on Vertumna. For sure, it's 4 tiers and decorated with delicate, hand-sculpted floral details and piped frosting. It's delicious too. The best part is eating it, of course. After the festivities, everyone descends on the feast. You heap your plate with more food than you could eat in 3 sittings. Everyone around you is so happy, but you can't help but notice the empty space where your dad should be sitting. It's your first holiday as an orphan. Alright, game, thanks for pointing that out to me. It's your first holiday as an orphan. The other colonists try to make room for you in their conversations, but it's not the same. Oof. A new perk. Engineering. Oh, our engineering went up. I don't remember doing that, but let's do it. New cards in the depot. Nice. We can get better gadgets. Hello, Cal. You find Cal catching a break in the shade of one of the gardening sheds, a wide brimming hat pulled low over his eyes. Hearing you approach, he lifts the brim and shoots you a smile. Hey, Ragashi, taking a break too? Are you my secret admirer? Leave him alone for now. You excuse yourself. You can always ask again later if you have the guts. Lamau. No, I want... You, sir! Is it you? Rex is lounging in a hammock. He's set up between 2 mushwood poles, like he's snoozing, but his ears twitch and he opens one eye as you approach. Can't sneak up on me, Ragashi, he groans, stretching. People have tried. Someone gave you a data band. It might have been Rex. Are you my secret admirer? Of course I am, he says. I thought I'd guess it's not so secret now. I like you too. Let's go. Rex perks up. Oh yeah? That's cool. Going for a smooch. Going for the smooch. Rex's butt wiggles as you lean in and press a kiss into his cheek. When you pull away, he chases you and gives you a peck. Ooh, okay. And peck on the mouth, just as quick. Want to get out of here? I don't know how appropriate this is for stream. I don't... We will see. We will see. Lead the way. Oh. You and Rex spend some time getting to know each other better. Okay, that was safe for stream. That's good. Not gonna lie, I was a little worried. But you know what? Everything turned out great. Speaking of which, can I give you mushwood log now? Or is it too soon? It is too soon. Rex is perched on a fence, his lunch forgotten in his lap as he hollers compliments at people passing by. That color look... This kid is me. This kid is 100% me. This is shit I did. Like, I would just sit by and watch people go by and like, that color looks great on you. Have you been working out? I did this. This is amazing. Love this kid. He catches you watching and shoots you a goofy grin. Back on Earth, they used to call this cat... That's not quite catcalling, but you know what? Oh, okay. My way is better, I think. It is much better. Alright. Mars surveys the colony like a queen regarding her subjects. I've been thinking about the ways to improve this trash heap, he says. The problem is getting people to listen to my ideas. They still think I'm just some kid. As if. And if they think of me as a child, they'll run all the more surprised when I'm running this place. Do you like anything? I don't know if you like a crystal. You do like crystals. You like shiny things, aren't you? She holds the crystal up and gazes into it. At the right angle, you can see my face into it. Beautiful. Alright, supply depot. There's more cards to buy. All card values become... Ooh. Oh, the card value becomes wild. That, Does that mean that... Plus 15 to all skills. Jeezers. That's amazing. I may do that for when I'm out doing stuff. Plus 30 engineering. First collectible use is free. Plus 10 to reasoning. Plus 2 to all flushes. Oh, brain flushes. Okay. Holy crap, these are really, really, really good. I kind of want the holo display. Just because the first collectible use is free, that gives me a plus 2 when I'm using my mushroom log. Plus 30 engineering. I feel like we need engineering if we're going to play around with all the stuff in the boss room area. Right. 67. Neat. Okay. Kudos. Not quite enough to buy it anyways, so that's fine. But... Plus 10% chance to get it. Okay. What is our gear? Plus 1 to strength cards, which honestly is really good. Losing out on that is kind of sucky. Do plus 5 to challenges, but that's every round of a challenge, so that's basically plus 15 on the 3-part tier challenges. Oh, no, come back. Where are you going? First collectible use is free. That basically gives us plus 2 on every round. That wouldn't be terrible if we swapped it out for the strength one. As long as we have a mushwood log on us, that's really good. Alright, we will be buying this. I wish I could go into, like, you know, hey, can I borrow, like, 6 kudos from you, friend? Okay, thanks. Alright, we are going to do robotics then. We'll get our engineering up. And we get kudos out of it. So, I think this works. You're honestly pumped for your first day in the robotics lab. There wasn't enough room in the Strato for a proper lab, so for most of your life, you've been warned that bots on the colony warned that the bots the colony relies on, like watering bots on the hoverlifts, will eventually all break down for good. With a fully functioning robotics lab, you should be able to keep those bots active for a lot longer. Plus, there's a lot of unused bots in here. You look around in wonder at the wide array of chassis and shells. Maybe one day you'll even be able to create new robots of your own. You can't wait to show off what you can do. Congruence is so relieved to have an assistant. Since Hal died, well, Dr. Instance is too busy to help me, she says she says as you're getting set up. Tangent sometimes lends a hand, literally, but she seems to be more interested in her own projects. The chief engineer seems to think they're a lost cause. That's what we should just recycle them, Congruence opines. Hal would never have thought they were just trash. So, what are you excited to work on, Ragashi? I like to fix things. Oh, good, Congruence tells you. Without Hal here, the broken bots are really piling up. Congruence goes quiet and then adds, Go ahead and look around. If you have any questions, let me know. You spend the day getting to know your way around the robotics lab, meeting all the bots you're going to be working with. These broken, forgotten bots just need a little TLC. You know what's great about TLC? TLC relies a lot on strength. 8. That becomes 2 8s. And boop, boop. And then that one. Super cool, let's go. You worked well this month. Plus 6 engineering. Oh man. Might as well forget about the engineering card. We could just do engineering in the lab for a bit. I think that's an amazing idea. If we can get 6 engineering every time, I might do that instead. I've been thinking of changing my sleeping habits, Tang says. If I only need to sleep 8 hours out of every, say, 36 or 48 hours, must they all be endured at once? Imagine the efficiency of taking a 15-minute nap every 4 hours instead. Why, that's practically no time at all. I have something for you. No, I don't. But I do have alien devices for Dis. I think. I have a present for you. A shiny thing. Ah. Yep, still too soon. And I think I've already given just one of these, so... Yeah, okay. New boss event did spawn. Maybe. Should I go check this out? New boss event spawned. Let's do it. Survey the ridge. Ooh, I wish it didn't make me run all the way there, though. Kind of annoying, not gonna lie. But that's fine. And you know what I didn't do? I didn't buy the kudos item, the engineering item. That's fine. I probably don't need engineering to be... Oh, right, that's my hot buy. I keep forgetting that that's my thing. My pet. I pay it no attention whatsoever, which is probably bad. I'm a terrible pet owner. That's fine. I'm a 16-year-old kid who can barely take care of themselves. It's fine. See, this thing just teleports over ridges. It's fine. It'll eventually find its way. Come on. It's so far away! Alright, you and Dis are exploring a ruined wormhole observatory again. It feels so familiar. You've dreamed about this place many times, and it's like you're just remembering it all now. It's time the dream this time, the dream memories grip you. You wonder as if sleepwalking down familiar paths. You look up and see a wormhole faint above in the sky. The time is right to observe it. Dis tries to keep up. Where are you going? He asks angrily. You don't answer. You're trying to concentrate on finding the place. You approach the large pyramid in the center of the complex. Beside it is one of the smaller elevators, a little monolith with a round iris door. This is the place. Your head throbs with everything it. Your head throbs with it. Even standing outside, you know there is something down there. Let's find a way in. You look for one of the elevator's monoliths there at the pyramid. You find it, but it's overgrown with snaking vines and brambles, with very large flowers all over. You could push through it, but Dis stops you and shows a Geiger counter reading his holopalm. These flowers seem to be radioactive. Your suit won't protect you for long. See, I already found this out. I got radiation sickness, and I know how to deal with this now. You pass by, no problem. Good thing you studied those plants earlier and know its wily ways. You enter the elevator, thankfully still working, and descend beneath the ground. It opens to some kind of antechamber room, with an exit at the other end, leading to the heart of the pyramid. There are glyphs carved into crystal panels on the walls, symbols that resemble the wormhole. You start across the room. The further you go, the more your head swims. You have to pause. You think you might be faint. You shake your head, trying to clear it. Wait, maybe this is a bad idea. No, keep going. We got this. The fog slowly clears from your eyes. Your head still hurts, but you can think again. Dis looks concerned. Are you okay? Try to explain it to Dis. Yeah. It's hard to put into words. You just say, my head hurts. Obviously, he says, but no, it's more than that. You're seeing things. It's kind of like the array, and it's kind of like a dream. But you feel something super important is up ahead, and you need to see it. Maybe we'd better leave. You don't look so good. No, we gotta keep going. Ooh, so much stress. Past the antechamber is a long hallway sloping down. Things around are starting to look kind of weird, like two slightly different realities overlapping. Oh, we need reasoning up, I guess. We got good toughness, though, so we got this. Dis' face is starting to phase in and out of existence. You're hit with a strong wave of dizziness and nausea. You seem to move in slow motion, but are too fast, and you lean over and we tough it out. We're strong. We have 100 toughness. We got this. You keep going. At the bottom of the hallway are more crystal panels on the walls. Many facets broken. Are they whole? The walls have crumbled and roots creep over everything. But also, they don't. Every time you blink, the room seems to flip and swim between the two realities. All the same, you feel absolutely compelled to continue. What is with this place? This is both there and not there. The part of him which exists looks concerned. We need to leave now. This place is hurting you. There's a round iris door at the end of the hall. Are you sure you want to go any further? One more room. You pass through the doorway with a large square chamber with a sloping ceiling. Your sense of this place of the vibrations is telling you that this must be directly under the big pyramid on the surface. The floor and even the air here thrums with vibrating energy. Even I can feel it now too. Ooh. Oh, if only we had reasoning. Oh well. The room is empty except for a raised platform in the middle, which looks enticingly like a bed. Which is convenient because you are definitely going to faint this time. You collapse onto the platform and are overcome by a spectacular migraine headache. It feels like your head is going to explode. But we are tough. We got this. Ooh, I don't like that you locked that there. That's fine. We got +8. +8. Oh, we should save our gems, though, just in case something good happens. This is fine. Aha, +2 to cards with gems. That's what I was looking for. Plus we got +10. We got +8. And +4. Very nice. No skill changes. Whoa, look at all of those skills! +1 bravery, +1 empathy, +1 reasoning, +2 engineering, +1 perception, +1 bravery, +1 empathy, and reasoning. Oh, it just keeps going. Goes off the screen there. All right. You slip into some kind of waking dream, layers upon layers of visions. Dis is your lover, or Mars, or Tammy. You're a boy and a girl, or both, and neither. Young and old, a farmer, a hunter, a politician. You're dead. You're alive, and you've never been born. Time unravels before you, an infinite tapestry crumbling wherever you look. It's all very weird. You see the web of possibilities and understand what time truly is. It's all happening at once, and none of it will ever happen. It's only sheer chance that any one possibility comes into existence, not any intrinsic truth of the universe of fate. It's just a glimpse, probably over in a second, but a glimpse of an eternity that you can hardly fathom. Then you see the wormhole, enormous in starry sky. You look down and see yourself on a plateau. Gazing up at it, you recognize the place. The Gnarlwood Bluff, not far from the colony, alive with phosphorant of glow season. This you seems this you seems expectant, as if waiting for something momentous to arrive, something that will change everything. The vision is crystal clear, and you feel in control, in a way you haven't since you started having these visions. You know you must go there. Neat. Ooh, a toughness. You wake up feeling refreshed. Your headache is gone. You're a little dizzy, but the room has stopped spinning as has returned to one singular reality again. The vibrations have stilled. This face fills with your vision. Ragashi, are you okay? Yeah, we're gonna tell him what I saw. He listens in awe. Ooh, from a past life. I don't have any past life stuff, but neat. He listens in awe, and then in dejection as you describe your visions. Why didn't I see it? I was here too. I want to know everything. Tell him about your dreams. You tell Dis about how not only did you see all of those visions, but that you believe they're real. You lived them, or some of them, anyways. They're as real as life you're living now. He listens intently, then nods. I believe you, he says simply. You look at him in shock, but he just reaches out and puts his hand over yours. I know what it's like when people don't. I'm not going to do that to you. Oh, he's so good. Well, he's such a good egg. You don't know if any of this means yet, but you're one step closer to figuring it out. You feel like you've just had some kind of mega prophecy, but it was too much all at once, and too hard to understand. Could the convergent domain handle this kind of information? Could they remember past lives like you? Is this what this room, this observatory is meant for? Glow in Explorer glow in expeditions. Nice. The only thing you remember clearly from the visions is that the image of yourself during glow season, standing at the top of the Gnarlwood Bluff, just outside the colony, waiting for something. Let's go home. We unlocked some cool stuff. Ooh. I guess it got dark outside. That makes sense. I'm gonna fix my green screen real quick. I was using the natural light from outside, but it looks like that has slowly crept into the dark times. Alright, give me a second. I will fix. I'll be right back. I will also take a small break, because it seems like I've been doing this for a bit, and I will take a small break. Alrighty. And we are back. And I fixed the green screen. All I had to do was turn on the kitchen light. Normally I use the natural light from outside during this time of day, but it gets darker than it should. So, yeah, it's all good. So I turned the kitchen light on. Green screen works better. It's no longer just a big green square that I slowly but surely lost a hold on. Alright. Hello! Alright, so we've discovered some cool shit. Really cool shit. We got all the alien stuff. And a bumper fruit. Hey, Cal. I know you like these. I found it. It's yours. Alright, we're in a new season, which means we can give stuff to everybody again. Hello. I found something you might like. It's a crystal-y thingy. There you go. Maybe you'll like me a little bit better. I really should be giving it to Tangent. Oh, all the deceased peoples. We are almost at 100% friendship with Cal, so that's really good. Hello, Tangent. You want to study together? I'm smart for my age. We want that. You know, that's not terrible. It's +4, and we get a gem to it. Here, I have something for you. It's a crystal. Oh, I thought you liked this. Who doesn't? Oh, no, it's the rainbow girl that likes crystal. Gosh darn it. Okay, I'll get better at this eventually. Alright, you want to study together? You offer to help Tangent with her schoolwork, but she just shrugs you off. I am not working on any school anymore. Chief Engineer Instant says I am smart for my age, and my talents are wasted in school. She opens her hollow palm and shows you a bit of her lab notes. This is just so much work, though. Honestly, maybe it would be better if I, be like everyone else, unintelligent. People seem happier. Just then, an enemy jogs by with a squad of soldiers, all marching in time. She gives you a little wave, then cringes as the leader barks at her to keep her eyes forward. On second thought, forget I said that. I'll keep being smart. Thank you. Understandable. Right. Hello. You two keep getting closer. I don't like it. Alright. Hello. Have stick. That color looks great on you. Hugs incoming. I wish we got, actual, minus stress for that. We're, literally hugging a dog. I got you a present. It's a mushwood log. Yes. I cannot wait to see this construction project. I want this bar to happen. Get into a debate. We don't have persuasion high enough for that. Also, where did all my skills go? I need my skills back, please. Oh, I may have accidentally hit that button. Alright, that makes sense. Not gonna lie, that made me a little scared. It's like, where did my skills go? Okay. Well, I think I've talked to everyone I wanted to. So we're able to explore during glow season, so that's really heckin' cool. Can't do it right now, but we have to wait. We'll get our engineering up in the meantime, though. You find Nomi Nomi in the lounge, flanked by 2 hollow screens and doodling in a sketchbook with real paper. One hollow screen is playing an animated kids show, while the other is a wall of text that looks like it might be a translation guide of some kind. Nomi's attention moves between the 3 easily. When they see you, they jump up and quickly close their hollow screen, sitting up straight, clutching their sketchbook to their chest. Oh my god, I know people like this. I had really close friends back in high school who were exactly like that. Always doodling, super happy, really happy people. And then the second you walk up to them while they're drawing, they're like, oh, hi, no see, not allowed to see. I was always the person who got really curious because I really love seeing people's creative sides. I love it so much. It was always like really great when I got to see like some of the stuff that they would draw. It's okay. You can watch cartoons here. Oh wait, no, she was just clutching their sketchbook. Yeah, that's fine. Is that in a different language? Was it? Well, yeah, Nomi says, wrinkling her nose. It's better in the original language, but the subtitles don't tell the whole story either. Oh, she's watching anime. I love it. Nomi sets their sketchbook aside and looks around conspiratorially. I thought you were gonna bust me for jailbreaking my holopad, they say. All the Helio kids have restricted time has restrictions on what we can watch for how long. But you guys have so many cartoons, more cartoons than we had. Nomi throws her arms in the air like the first season of Turbo Girl Hyperjet Transform. What? I love Turbo Girl Hyperjet Transform. What? Really? It's like the best cartoon ever made. What else has schoolgirls who look like aircrafts from the waist down, battling evil aliens, dealing with the stresses of high school life? You have to agree. You were pretty fond of the arc in the third season, where Kiyama and disagree whether Hikaru could truly be considered a hyperjet if she was part helicopter. The Helio Media Archive only has seasons 2 through 9, the only 3 of the OVAs, Nomi says, puffing their cheeks out. I can't believe that the 4th OVA, Flight Captain Yumiki, gets captured by the aliens and brainwashed into thinking that she's been an alien sleeper the whole time. You hadn't seen the first season? Is that what you're drawing? Rakashi! Nomi exclaimed, snatching up their sketchbook again. Don't peek! I love people like this. I know people like this. Nomi laughs and flips over their sketchbook, showing off some of their drawings. I was drawing some fan art for the show, they said. Well, it's kind of fan art. Okay, it's more like if I was a character in Hypergirl, Turbojet Transform. Will you be an artist when you grow up? Ragashi, I'm an artist now, and not just an artist. I'm a writer and an artist, and I'm the whole package. All right. I like you a lot more than I did beforehand. Have this shiny rock. I love people like her. I feel bad because I want to be friends with an enemy, but I don't know how to bond with an enemy. But especially with that whole situation. Empathy, persuasion, creativity, and bravery. We should work on all of those. Luckily, robot repairs gives us creativity. Ooh, help in the medbay. Bet. You're heading back to your quarters by the end of the day, and you pass by the medbay and you hear shouts scrambling from within. Several surveyors have come back with serious wounds, but not just normal broken limbs and sunstroke. One of them is holding a towel over on her towel to her own leg, staunching blood flow from a massive animal bite. Another looks like they've been blinded from an acid. It looks like chaos in there. We're gonna help because we got good biology. It's fine, extra stress is fine. Gosh, it's a good thing you were here. Triage and getting the most badly wounded into the med beds is difficult, and others need traditional medical attention while they wait. It's hectic, stressful work, but you're able to keep your head and provide assistance. Yo, we can do nursing. Good work there, Rigashi. Chief Industry Instant says, you know, with the colonies grown, I could use an assistant nurse here, someone I can trust to take care of things while I'm working in the lab. Come back next month and give me a hand if you're interested. Nice. Ow, my head. Let's go. Oh, no. Oh, well. 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. Heck yeah. A lot of stress, that's fine. But we got a bunch of engineering from it. Let's reset this, make sure it's working all good. Okay. Perfect. All right. Got that set back up. A little more time in the engineering and we'll have our perk all the way up. And then I say we rest so that we have no stress. Because there's no way to get that 100% just by doing engineering twice. So we'll do this, we'll rest so that we have no stress, and we'll go whatever that glow event is. I'm excited. Study life sciences, assist in the med bay. Ah, but our biology is all the way up. Of course, we could get empathy out of it. Engineering and creativity. Let's do it. Repair robots. The Heliopods didn't have an onboard AI like Congruence, which must have been hard. She runs the robotics lab just like she runs all the rest of the colony's systems, silently and perfectly. Working with her is like working with all-knowing, all-powerful God, who doesn't mind doing all the chores. You always knew Congruence was more advanced than all the other bots put together, but you didn't realize that the assumption was literal. She programs all the bots based off of her own code, so it's almost like they're part of her. Sometimes, while you're working on a bot, she'll joke that it tickles. As Congruence's hands, you do the physical maintenance on the bots. The ones you see most often are vacubots. As the colony has gotten larger and much, much dirtier, they're more likely to get clogged and break down. Then, people have to do more cleaning by hand, which makes them complain to command, which means more maintenance requisitions to your desk. One vacuubot in particular is just eccentric. It's broken in a way that you can't really permanently fix, but you keep patching it up and sending it back out to serve the colony. You see it in the lab so often that you decide to name it. Name it Rosie. I love that, because that's a reference to the Jetsons. Now, we're going to name this bot Johnny 5. Let's go! Oh my god, yes. I can't not name it Johnny 5. Johnny 5. Johnny 5 is alive! Ooh, value is wild. You stencil the bot's name on its chassis and send it on its merry way. There you go, little Johnny 5. See you again in a few days. That makes me happier than it should, and I love it. We're gonna go boop, boop, and then we're gonna go 9, 7, 6. Super goal. Let's go. You worked well this month. Bunch of engineering. So much engineering. Nice. Alright. Engineering is sitting at what, exactly? 94. We could totally get it up to 100. One more and we get it up to 100. We have to. So we get it up to 100, and then we do glow season. And I'm pretty sure, like, if there's any sort of machine tech, we win 100%. You follow the sounds of laughter and find Nomi and Rex playing catch. Or maybe the word for the game they're playing is more like fetch. Nomi throws the ball as far as she can and Rex tears after it, climbing and leaping over anything in the way like it's not even there. Rex hands the ball back to Nomi, and Nomi winds up to throw it again. But at the last second, they palm the ball and hide it under their arm. That is so mean. Rex barrels off away from Nomi with his ground-eating stride and gets pretty far away before he looks around confused. He looks back at Nomi, who waggles the ball at him, and bursts out laughing. Nomi! Running back to them, he picks them up and hauls them over his shoulder, and Nomi shrieks with delight as Rex spins them around. Two Helio kids, their crisp uniforms pass by, glaring archly at Nomi and Rex. Rex sets Nomi down and then spots you over Nomi's shoulder. Hey, it's Fragashi, he says. Nomi turns around and gives you a stunningly bright smile. Rex slings his arm over Nomi, and Nomi lays their head on his shoulder. They're both breathless and beaming with happiness. Did I miss something? What's the deal with your Helio friends? Rex and Nomi look around at each other and stick there with their tongues. They aren't our friends, replies. Shrugging, all they want to do is act like mindless little soldiers and measure each other's dicks. He rolls his eyes. There's so many more fun things to do with. Uh-oh. Lol. Nomi thumps Rex in the chest. Don't be gross, they whine. Sorry, Nomi, Rex apologizes. I just mean, we don't need anyone else. Ever since we were kids, it's just been me and Nomi here. They're my best friend. I love them like my sibling. Nomi smiles shyly and hides their face. Rex is my best friend too. Aw, buddy. Rex coos and wraps his whole body around Nomi's smaller one. He kisses them nosily on the cheek, snuffing into their hair while Nomi shrieks with laughter again. We were always the odd ones out on the heliopause. People thought we were weird, you know? You probably don't get to see it because everyone is so awesome here, but compared to all the rest of those smug, boring jerks, we really stuck out. But I'd rather be different than be like them. He looks down at Nomi, who beams up at him. And I gotta be different with my best friend, which was awesome. We just hung out together and had our own fun while everyone else trained to be proper little soldiers. Right, Nomi? Nomi frowns, like Vase and all of his crones. They say quietly, it wasn't all fun and games. Rex shushes Nomi and strokes his hand through their hair. I know, but that's in the past. We don't have to grow up to be soldiers. We're here now, and there's so many more people to be friends with. He shoots a smile, like Ragashi. Maybe more than friends? Oh, flirts with Nomi. Lol. Yeah, I'm your friend. Rex smiles, holds his arm up to you. Group hug! Rex gives really good group hugs, and Nomi's no slouch either. Rex is perched on a fence. Oh. Okay. So we'll be a little stressed out for this special event. I hope that doesn't bite me in the butt. But I do want my engineering up to 100%. So we're going to do that. Anybody else I can talk to? I think I already gave stuff to you, right? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Oh, alien technology. Dis, take this. Just thinking of All Might from My Hero Academia. Eat this! Nah, take this. All the sound went, or the music went away. All right, repair robots. Get that last 6 engineering. Right, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's 100. Repair robots. There's a stack of repair requisitions flagged for Dis that he hasn't touched in days. All he wants to do is tinker with the bots and figure out how to make them play games or act in weird ways. It's cool, and it's probably teaching him a lot about bot development, but it's not getting his work done now. You end up finishing your work quickly so that you can help him cut down on some of his. Your own work suffers a little, but everything gets done. Alright, +7. No! I do not stand for that. Give me a second. Sorry, I'm not about to just let that crash like that. And since it didn't autosave, I don't need to worry about, doing it again. Although I will have to go through all of the dialogue stuff again. That's fine. But because I'm using a controller, I occasionally scoot too far when I think I'm selecting a card, and then I just push past like I'm not, and it just ruins everything. I am not going to let that happen. Oh, there it is. Hello. All right. There we go. That didn't actually fire, did it? Yeah, 94 out of 100. Okay, good. I would be very upset if that was the way it worked. Alright, so I already talked to you, so I don't need to worry about that. That's good. I already saved all the relationship stuff. Alright. I guess it just auto-saved when we chose what we wanted to do. Repair robots. Nope, there we go. Alright. Oh, and it saved our hand, too. That's good. Well, my stress is over 50, so I do get +2 to that card. And then 7 + 7, and 6. There we go. That's what we were supposed to do the first time. And +6 engineering! Let's go! And we're in late wet season. Now we're in glow season. With 100 engineering. New perk is equipped an additional gear. Let's go! That means I can totally buy more gear and equip more. +10 to combat. We might need that, actually. +10 to combat. And +2 to strength challenges. I feel like whatever's coming is probably also going to be a scary strength thing. But I am going to look into the shop to see if there's anything better I can equip that slot into. Alright. +10 to reasoning. All card values become wild. I don't like that. 30 engineering, we don't need to use that. 15 to all skills, that's not really the most useful. Bonus to flushes, pairs, all flushes. I feel like flushes is really helpful. +15 to all skills, that's really good. Yeah, because I don't know what kind of skills I'm going to need. I'm going to buy that. Purchase complete. We're going to stuff that in the gear slot. Brain trainer. And then we get... Ooh, those are big. I didn't realize how big those bonuses were. Alright. Yeah, we got our brain trainer, which basically makes us a lot better at all of the things. Anybody I can talk to during glow season. This is the last time that I get to talk to people during glow season. Or during this year. And it's on to next year. What you studying? It stands to reason that there will be some sort of attack this glow, as there has been in other years. My hypothesis is that each attack will grow more intensely until we are routed from the planet or become the dominant species. With how difficult this year was on our food supply, we're certainly entering this season at a disadvantage. You're not wrong, it is quite disadvantaged. Cal looks troubled as you enter the gardens. Do you hear that? He asks. Usually all the critters make more noise than this. I wonder what's going on. Creepy stuff. Scary stuff. Hello, Dis. It's an entirely different planet in Glow. It's my favorite season, full of secrets and danger. Definitely don't like that card. Does this interest you? Alien technology. Heck yeah. Where is dog friend? Sag. Alright. Ooh, there's a crystal over there that I almost forgot to pick up. Alright, this is the last run. Or not last run, but this is the last thing we do. Sneak out to explore Glow. Yeah. We're not super great on stress. We'll have to do it better next time. There's a lot of stuff. Okay, there is a mission here, so let's do it. No one is allowed outside the colony during Glow, so you stay out of the lookout sites. There will be no one to catch you. It also means that you're alone out here. If you get into trouble, it's going to be big trouble. You hope you know what you're doing. The familiar is unfamiliar during glow. The sky is dark except for the eerie light of the wormhole, seeming so much closer than it usually is. And the gloom makes the shadows deeper and more mysterious. It's so hauntingly quiet that you can even hear the movement of animals, the beat of soft wings, a one-off of some large, a one-off of something large in the distance. What is that curious sound? It's just a Dorbs moth taking its flight. Its usually dull plumage is an iridescent rainbow glowing warmly in the dark of glow. It slowly glides through the mushroom trees. You've been taught to be terrified of glow season since you landed here. That there were monsters out here, circling the colony and attacking anything they saw. But it's so much more sincere than you were expecting, or serene than you were expecting. Maybe they were wrong, or lying to you. Nah, they definitely weren't lying to you, kid. Don't you be putting that in your head. It is very dangerous to go out here. You come to it. Oh no, my perception, not good enough. You come to a dense part of the path where the gnarled wood surrounds you and blocks the sky of the wormhole above. Long threads that look like hair hanging down from the trees. Strange. You've never seen this during the rest of your year. You'll have to go through these. We'll push through them? Or avoid it. Yeah, we have to go through. Oh, so much stress. No. You hold your... Is that, like, the end of our glow season run? That is the end. Holy crap, that's not good. Alright. Looking up in horror, you see insectoid creatures emerging from the glowing gem-like nests in the crooks of the tree's branches. Dozens of thin, glowing worms in the length of your forearm uncurl and inch their way to the top strands trapping you, then start sucking them in. Yikes. Maybe I should have, yeah, perhaps I should have not focused the engine. Well, I should have taken a rest, but that's fine. Play dead. You stay very still, trying to avoid getting any more tangled than you are. Maybe they'll think you're just a log or something. They keep clinching you up, and up, and up. The worms pull you right up to the tree's mushroom caps, sucking out the gooey liquid strands until their mouths almost against you. Then one of the worms detaches, leans down and sniffs you, takes a little nibble from your hand. Ouch! Then recoils as if in disgust and cuts its strands, as do all the others at once. You fall to the soft grass below. Mighty whoomph. You're okay, but the backside is pretty bruised. You're too worn out and tired to continue. You have to go home now. Darn it. Darn you. That felt good, but it wasn't good enough. Alright, you wake up to the soothing sound of your dad's voice. Then, remember he's still gone. You wonder how long it'll be before you stop expecting him to be here. You're lying in bed, staring at the wormhole through your window, when you hear a deep thump resonate through the ground. Then a second one, quieter. The woven roof of your room quivers, unleashing a season's worth of fine glowing dust to shift through the air. Through the open window, you hear voices sounding the alarm. Annual offense is here. And leading the charge are two massive faceless. Oh, we are going to absolutely join the fray this time. We gotta help. Gained status, heroic. You grab a plas rifle and report to the front, where a line of soldiers has taken up arms and is waiting orders. The colony prepares to defend itself against the two building-scaled faceless, as well as teeming swarm of smaller Xenos that seethe towards you. Hold steady, orders Chief Rhett. Keep the line. No, Governor Loom yells, running to the front gates and to the front defensive line. He elbows Rhett out of the way. Bring them in, closer. Draw them in. Rhett stops himself before shoving Loom back, but just barely, you can tell. Are you serious? He retorts. We can't let them get any further into the colony. We're going to fight them on our territory, Loom cries, raising his plas rifle over his head with one hand. We have the walls. Let's use them. We'll let them come inside, pick them off one by one. We can't pick off a faceless, Rhett sputters from the sidelines. Loom smiles manically. You can see the gleam of his teeth from here. I have a plan. Just follow my lead. I feel like you're gonna try to shove somebody and kill them. I feel like you are going to sabotage this plan, and I don't like that, sir. And with that, he turns and begins to run towards the approaching animals, roaring taunts and firing wildly into the fray to draw them close. At a loss, Rhett motions you all to fall back and let the animals approach. The area inside the gates become a swirling melee of smaller Xenoph and Plas rifle fire, the two faceless lumbering slowly behind. Let's try to stay out of the way. Okay. Ooh, so many 10s. Look at that. 10, 10, 10. Alright. Let's go 6. Oh, we'll go... 5. No, we're going to put that there. There we go. A shame we don't get the straight bonus, but that's fine. I mean, look, man. We have Rex on our in our deck. There's no way we're getting the straight bonus. Alright, let's go 6, 7, 8. That's really good. I can't have that. That's fine. Still got super goal. Victorious. +2 perception. You're not exactly a professional soldier, but you managed to hold your own against the Xenos. Even though you still scream and retreat when something gets too close, you don't injure any humans with your phase rifle, at least. Out of the artillery smoke waving over the battlefield, Loom continues running. Here they come! Here they come! He shouts joyfully and plows through the gates with the two faceless galloping behind him. It's without a doubt idiotic and horrendously dangerous. You can't help it, but you hit record on your holopalm and fill the ensuing chaos. Catch a glimpse of Chief Rhett putting his hands over his face and sighing. The squad of Helios soldiers take up the charge and help shepherd the faceless into the open area in the middle of the colony. You have horrible flashbacks of the first time you saw the faceless inside these walls. From the looks of the faces on the other stratos, you are not the only one. Then, you're all thrown to the ground by a tremendous explosion. Fire engulfs the center square, roasting the two faceless in an inferno that blasts sweat from your pores. Rocks and chunks of dirt patter around you, the occasional thunk of burning mushwood. These soldiers nearest the blaze all recoil in surprise. Clearly, nobody but Loom knew that the square had been rigged with explosives. You don't think anyone was caught in the blast, but it was close. Loom stands before the blaze, laughing and firing at the two tortured faceless as they roast to death. You raise your holopalm to catch the image, his silhouette dark against the column of flame and smoke. It was ridiculously dangerous and stupid, but it does look pretty cool in your recorded footage. People filter out of their hiding places, shielding their faces from the heat coming off of the bonfire in the middle of the square. On the horizon, the first watery rays of quiet sunrise are struggling to make a dent in the hot orange glare. The colony's fire suppression system is turned on the square. Turned on the square, revealing charred corpses of two faceless. Utopia walks by with reclamation team. Yo, we have colony defense 7 or greater. Alright, hauling an industrial plas cutter on a hover lift. Did he use the minute explosive? Mighty bold of him. These things blew a hole in a mountain or a creature, I suppose. She sighs. Wish he could have saved him for mining. That must have been the last of them, but we sure can't make more. Then, she and her crew are out of earshot as they pick their way down the blast crater to carve up the faceless for recycling. Fortunately, the colony was well defended. You and the other colonists have been fortifying the defenses, putting security above all else. Tonight's defense was still a resounding, if messy, success. But, if Utopia's right, you don't have any more of those explosives now. You can't just nanoprint unstable molecules like that. What are you going to do during the next attack? Probably use my cool engineering to make bombs of something. And we got biology, so we should be able to, put something together. What on earth? Our character has changed again. They're age 17. Let's go. We got so much stress. It's not even funny. We lost 2 colony defense, but I don't know what our colony defense is. So, our engineering went up all the way to 100. So that's really good. We got some really good cards. Not too happy about, fixing the rundown tech, but that's fine. Alright, perception plus 36. Reasoning plus 19, empathy. Our social skills went up quite a bit. Of course, I don't know if that's, oh yeah, no, some of this is actually just from my brain card. That's fine. I like this. It'll be helpful because I don't really have a lot of the speech skills, and this really helps to make up for it. Good relationship with Dis. Nice, we're up to 40 with Rex, 41 with Dis, 18 with Nomi Nomi. Wasn't expecting that. Ooh, wow. They have aged. They have aged, and ooh, boy. Alright, Cal. He aged well. Tangent looks cool. Mars looks cool. Nomi Nomi still looks the same. Dis. Oh my god, Dis. Alright. Well, I'm excited about tomorrow because we're going to start age 17. It's going to be 2 o'clock on the spot. Well, probably not on the spot. I hope it's on the spot. It might be a tad later depending on how the days goes. But yeah. So that was year 16 for I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. Our cool exocolonist Ragashi is kicking butt and taking names. Alright, well, thank you guys so much for watching, sticking around. I appreciate it a lot. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the stream as well. And yeah. So I also have a Discord page. I'm trying to get better about posting my going live stuff and interacting. I have severe social anxiety and not really good with, reaching out when it comes to especially technology stuff. For some reason, talking in front of the camera is not a problem at all. But when it comes to actually interacting with people, it's rough. But we're getting better at it. So, yeah. I started up a Discord. So if you want to join that, the link is on there. That will allow you to pretty much, join a community that is just starting out. Secondly, I have a YouTube page that is on there. So if you would like to follow the YouTube page or subscribe to it so that you actually get to see these videos rather than just staying on Twitch. Of course, I have no idea how long Twitch keeps the videos on there, but so far they've all stayed there, so we're pretty good there. So yeah, there's an entire archive there, and I'm going to be creating an archive on YouTube as well in the future. All of my videos that I create, I'm going to post them up there, so it kind of creates a cool little archive of the streams. Lastly, Twitter. That one I am good at because it's all automated. Whenever I actually settle on, or not settle, but whenever I actually start the stream, it automatically posts to Twitter a going live alert. So you'll always get to know when I'm going live. So, yeah. A lot of cool stuff. That's pretty much all the mumbo jumbo, like talkity talk stuff. Very happy you guys could join. Yeah. Thank you guys. Have a good one.